How you guys doing? I got my nice little shirt on today. As you can see, got the Rolling Motors there. I also got the Rolling Motors on the back. You can see it in the mirror. So today, I'm working on some old inventory. A lot of dealers, a lot of places, they have older inventory, and now is the time to try to spice up that old, not so good looking vehicle. Try to get it prepared for tax time, because a lot of people are gonna need nice, cheap, and when I say cheap, I mean like really cheap cars. So cheap and reliable don't really go hand in hand, but here at Rolling Motors, I don't want to sell you a headache, so I'm always upfront and honest about everything. I don't want to initially sell you anything that I know that's bad, so I won't, but I'm gonna tell you everything. So let's go over a few cars that I do have and a few of the issues that we run into when you're trying to spruce up older vehicles. So one of the main things that you're gonna run into whenever you're trying to spruce up an old vehicle is you're gonna get your key, you're gonna come out to your car, and you're gonna do this. You're gonna try to fire it up. You're gonna take this key, you're gonna put it right in here, and you're gonna fire it up, and as you see, nothing. There's nothing on the cluster. I'm turning the key, there's nothing. So a big problem here in Florida when it gets cold outside, like I was saying, when it gets cold here in Florida, it gets from cold to hot, from cold to hot, from hot to cold. A lot of times the first thing that goes wrong is going to be your battery. And it doesn't matter if you have an old car or a new car, batteries don't like fluctuation in temperature. They have to remain somewhat consistent, and so that way they can have some of the, I don't know, potency, I guess, in the chemicals that are located inside of it. I'm not a scientist, and I'm not trying to. I'm not breaking down a battery. Let's just both know right now together that batteries die when it's cold outside. So if you bought a vehicle, or if you had a vehicle, or even if your vehicle right now or in the past, if it has died when it was cold outside, when winter has came around, there's snow on the ground up north, or you got to wear a jacket down here in Florida, then there's a good chance that your battery could take a poop. All right, so that's one of the things that I'm gonna have to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace the battery that I have in this vehicle, and I'm gonna let you guys watch, and then we're gonna go down the line and check out the rest of them. All right, so I already removed the old battery, and I got the new battery here that I just purchased. I'm gonna go ahead and put this battery down in here, get it all plugged up, and hopefully she'll be able to start. Let's see what she does. It's in there. Drop the negative. Oh, let's put the negative first, and then drop the positive up. I hear some noise, and that's good enough for now. I'll lock them down a little bit later on. Let's just make sure that everything is working the way it's supposed to. We'll come back here on the inside, and look what we have. We got lights, so that's always a good thing. So let's go over here to the side again, try to give her handy dandy. Bam, she fires up. Not only is she fires up, she's butter. She's butter. Everything feels nice and smooth. No check engine lights. It does say the door is open. It says service past due for B. That's no big deal. This is an older car, and it needs fuel. So before I do anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and run to the store real quick and go get some gas. So before I can actually take this vehicle to the gas station, I wanted to show you guys this. This is a new, they're working in the background, bear with them. So this is the new Syntec battery charger pack light. I mean, this thing's got a whole bunch of stuff. Look at the lights. I'm sure you can see those lights kick on and off. It's got a USB port, so that way you can charge your phone, charge your cell phone, charge a whole bunch of stuff. But we're here simply because this vehicle lost a little bit of air pressure while it was sitting here. So we hook up this valve that's located in the back of the Syntec charger battery pack system operator, and we plug it onto here, and we don't even need to turn on the battery on this thing. We just flip the switch on the back, and there you go. It's gonna pump it up with air, and we're gonna be able to take this vehicle to our destination, fill it up with gas, take some pictures, and post it online. My goal is to sell this vehicle before Friday, and today is Wednesday, so it only gives me honestly about 2.5 days, because tonight at least people will be able to see it, but realistically they won't be able to come and actually check it out until tomorrow. This is a third row 2006 Honda Odyssey. I did have it listed on my website, but the reason why I didn't have pictures is because it wasn't the best vehicle. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get it all cleaned up a little bit more for you guys. Not the best, not the newest, but it's a third row vehicle and it might be perfect for your budget. All right, so now we're all aired up. I'm gonna take this vehicle to go get some gas, because if someone comes to come look at it, I definitely don't want it shutting off while they're checking the vehicle out. They would think, of course, that there's some type of issue with the vehicle. Well, I know there's not. So let's go ahead and take a quick ride down to the gas station. Let's fill her up with some petrol. I don't know, you guys call it some different stuff in some different countries. But let's fill her up with some fuel, gasoline, and we'll come back and we'll do an ugly car review. All right, so I just got the gas in here. The gas gauge does work, just in case you guys were wondering. You don't see any kind of gas lights on there. That's because it's working. That pump took forever. It was like $1 like registered every 1 minute. Literally, it took forever to pump there. So I was just like, no, I'll just put $13 in from Denny. It gave me almost a half tank of gas. So that's not too bad. So just off the back, just noticing I'm driving about 40 miles an hour. It drives really smooth. It's actually really quiet. There's not a lot of noise. The transmission shifts perfect. The AC does not work, so that is a bad thing. The radio works. It seems like this is the fully loaded model because it does have a sunroof. It does have a TV in the back, and it has all the bells and whistles as far as like automatic doors that open up and all that good stuff. So this vehicle is really nice, or it was really nice, of course, when it was first built. But of course, let me see, how many miles does this thing even have? How do I even check? Let me not kill myself. Let me stop first and then we'll check it out together. All right, so right here on the dashboard, let me turn the steering wheel because I like it to be straight in the picture. Let me see, how do I go about changing? All right, excellent. So I just hit info and it changed everything up here. So I'm looking up here and it says that, let me get you guys as close as I can. 205,629 miles. So yes, indeed, this is a high mileage vehicle. It does have a lot of miles. It does have an extreme amount of tear, literally over here in the passenger seat. It's not the cleanest car. It's not the cleanest by far, but a lot of people are crawling right now. They're not walking, and I don't mean that in a way of talking down on anybody, because Lord knows I've been there. Lord knows I've came from there, and some of you have too. So sometimes it's not about just showing you guys all the glitz and the glamour of all the cars. I'm starting to realize you guys want to see, you know, just the regular stuff. So I'm going to start showing you guys just the regular stuff. I'm also going to just do a quick bleep in because I was trying to get all this stuff taken care of, and I'll show you in this part right here that someone actually had to come over here and help me out, which I thank God that he did, because he was actually able to get this door unlocked. It was a pain in the ass to get this door unlocked. I was trying to avoid fucking calling Papa Lock, man.
Yeah, no,
yeah, I have no I took the battery out because I bought a new battery. That's the only reason why.
The hood's still shut?
No, yeah, it's shut. I ripped out the fucking grill. So just real quick, besides the door being a pain in the butt, you know, the main thing that I'm looking for when I go to sell this vehicle is not this crap. I hate that damn thing. It's not that. It's just, you know, regular functionality, or functionality, I should say. So I just want to check, make sure that, oh man, it's giving me a code down here. So I'm going to have to enter the code. Let's see. Honda, if you turn off your battery, or if your battery dies or you replace your battery, you have to, put in the code, the security code. So this one has a code 6989. Let's go ahead and program that one just to see if we can get that one all good and going. It's up here, 6989. Done. Bam. So now the radio should work. Why isn't it this one working? I have no idea why this one isn't working. Maybe this one has a different series of code. Let's get this ticket back out and let's see. 645. Yeah, that sounds more like it. 645 42. And bam, we got a radio in action. I'll play you something real quick just to let you know that the speakers do work. Yep, sounds like a whack song, but it does work. So let's go ahead and move on to the back seat. I'm gonna show you guys the inside and outside of this car. There's really not a lot to go over. It's a very cheap car. I'm gonna be selling this car for just under 2,000 bucks. And I know what you're thinking. Wow, you're gonna ask $2,000 for that vehicle? Well, look up the retail price on an 06 Honda Odyssey that's actually in good running condition. This one's in good running condition. There's no vibration, there's no weird noise, there's no check engine lights. I made sure of that. We also replaced the motor mount so that way it's not kicking and jumping around like the last customer that was driving it around for God knows how long. So I'm gonna make this video look so bomb. I'm gonna make you guys like drool over this in this, because you know I'm an artist, so I'm gonna make sure that this looks really appealing. Starting in 3, 2, 1, now. All right, so you guys got to see the Honda Odyssey. So now I'm gonna go ahead and check out this vehicle to make sure that it's up and ready for sale. I already posted this one, and I know what you're thinking. It's a cheap car because it doesn't have a rear bumper on it. But again, not everyone has $1 million. So let's just try to focus on getting every car sold out here. And we're gonna check out this one to make sure that she runs. All right, so here we are with the 2006. How ironic is that? I got 2 third-row vehicles, and both of them are 2006. This one, the other one was a Honda Odyssey, and you can kind of see from the inside of that vehicle that that one was pretty rough. On the outside, it was kind of pretty rough, to be honest with you. But this one's a little bit different. This one's really clean on the inside, but the customer traded this vehicle in, and I kind of knew her just a little bit. So I know that she was driving this vehicle every day for the most part because she has children. But what I didn't know is that it was rusted. And the way that she told me, oh, I told you it was rusted. Yeah, you told me it was rusted when I was 5 minutes away from your house. So I was on my way over, and then she's like, hey, yeah, oh yeah, my bad. Just to let you know that it's rusted. And you know, of course, I could have went back on the deal and kind of, you know, refigured out everything. But you know what? I was just like, you know what, man? She's a hard mother. She's a hard-working mother. She's trying to take care of stuff on her own. She doesn't have much of a down payment. She doesn't have much because she still owes me a little bit of money, which is no big deal. But I was like, you know what, just let it run. And the bad thing about that is that when you get a vehicle that you traded in or you allowed to be traded into your dealership, is that sometimes you can't recoup the money that you gave. So I gave way too much for this vehicle, in my opinion, because the bottom of it does have some. So let me go ahead and start this vehicle up for you guys, so that way you guys can see with this 2006 Chrysler Pacifica, you know, how much I'll be asking for it and whatnot and all that good stuff. So let's just see and make sure that she does start up. Damn, she started up on the first time. No weird noises or anything. So real quick, let's just look at the clusters. Oh, turn that down. We got 1 tire low pressure, no big deal. Service tire system soon. That's not a huge big deal. And it says left front door is ajar, so let me close this door. And it just goes back to the 1 tire low pressure. And then on this side, this is infamous. I've noticed that these are like on almost all of these cars. Seriously, do you see what it says? Gas cap. These vehicles have an issue with the gas cap for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why, but the light comes on and it just stays on. So there's no check engine lights from what I've seen. The vehicle's able to be driven around. It's got a beautiful all black leather interior. Let's see if the windows work. Looks like the front 2 windows work, so I can stop sweating a little bit. And that one's not working. I can hear the motor in the back. So you got 3 out of 4 windows. Is that a deal breaker for some? Maybe. Is it a deal breaker for all? No, because someone's gonna want this car, and I'm sure of it. So let me go ahead and back this car up like I'm doing now, and then I'll get you guys some more footage. All right, so off rip, everything works on this car as far as the radio and all that good stuff. You heard the radio earlier just for a split second, but I'll just turn it up so that way you know it works. The windows works. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that the AC does not work. I was in this car once before, and I don't believe that if it didn't work last time, odds is it's not gonna work this time. It does have all the options here on the door to raise and to lower the seat and the lumbar, as well as the seat adjustment on the bottom. I believe on that side you got the same power options up there on the door. So this one was like a more loaded vehicle for its time, and it also has a 6-disc CD changer right there in the bottom. So it's a very cool looking car. I mean, in my opinion, the Chrysler Pacifica is not a bad vehicle, but they have been known to be problematic just like any other car. This one she was driving every day, and like I said, there's no check engine lights, it's not overheating. But let me show you the rust, and you know, let me just show you the whole car. All right, let's go on the outside. I'm gonna do like a quick wrap around and make it look cool as hell, just like I did on the Honda Odyssey. Then you guys can let me know what price range, if you think I'm right or wrong for asking about 1,800. Maybe I might ask 1,800 or 1,500 bucks for this one, and I think I'm gonna ask about 2,000 for that one. And hopefully we can make some money this week. So let's go ahead and check it out. So for the most part, this vehicle is fine. It doesn't have any like major catastrophic issues that need to be addressed. This one is going to be the same as the Honda Odyssey. You're going to pretty much hop in and go. We're going to check out the engine here to see if it's got any leaks. I always have a problem opening up this hood on these, but it's right here at the bottom. You just got to fit your finger in there and then pop it open. Get the hood propped up here. I'll pop this off a little bit here. That's just the intake manifold, so there's not much that you can see. So me and my eyes and what I can see here is that there's no leak as far as the valve cover gasket. It looks like everything's nice and tight. There's no weird smells or anything, and everything's actually running pretty quietly actually. So again, if you're interested in a nice cheap vehicle, make sure that you guys do call my office number. My office number is 321-421-7496. I'm located in Florida, and you guys could get one of these vehicles pretty damn cheap. So before I go, let me go ahead and just exit on this note. This is the last vehicle that I'm going to be, the last cheap vehicle that I actually have up for sale. And this is a 2000 Ford Escort. It's got around 140 on it. That one has like 200. The Chrysler Pacifica has like 150 on it. So this is a 2000 Ford Escort. This one's going to be going for sale. I'm only asking $1,000 cash for it. I'm kind of firm on the price on this one because it's a nice, decent looking car, minus the rear bumper. There's no bumper on this one, so it's got to be a catch, right? But again, thank you guys for watching. If you can, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more cars every single week, every day if I get a chance to. I got more cars at the shop. But yes, make sure you please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Stay blessed.